live, I'd
Start
say.
mine too. Okay, I'll check each of our channels.
We are. I say I'm live on my end. Hopefully.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm good.
I'm just making sure I'm good. I'm gonna make sure my audio is working too.
Yeah.
Yep, I think we're good.
Lovely chocolate.
Yep, all good.
No good. Very well. Welcome back to another episode and another live stream from myself, Marvel Mad, and Dwayne the Captain Coffer, as well as Nate from Thwip Media. How are you doing, my friend? How you been doing?
Doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm all good, thank you very much, my friend. I've been looking forward to this one. This is a biggie now. This is where all things are coming to a head. So yes, this if you're not seen it before, well, not noticed it. This is Thwip Media's phase threes. We're doing each our own phase threes on each of our different channels. So obviously, my phase three will be next week. Next phase three will be phase three. Next phase three this week. Mine next week. But yeah, this is where it all comes to head, that lot. So before I let you take the reins, you got your icebreaker
I
this
do
week?
have one, yeah. So I just want to say before I do that, this is the culmination of basically all my creativity in the past few weeks. So I appreciate anyone that's watching, and I can't wait to show you because I've been looking forward to this for a long time. So thank you for joining if anyone's watching. So the icebreaker I have, and this will kind of fit into what I'm doing later on, you'll see what I'm talking about. Which character has the best costume in any Marvel movie or show?
Oh, that's a toughie. Right, are we going? Right, we're going anything just MCU wise,
Anything Marvel.
or are we going just Marvel?
Just Marvel in general.
Oh Christ! Right, the two I've got for two because they're really fighting with each other in my head. Is first one, it's got to be Deadpool. How comic accurate and just perfect he's got that Deadpool
Yeah.
outfit is just beyond me. It's just brilliant. And the second one, I don't know whether it'll be a surprise or not, but I think it's more to do with what series has just been out, sort of thing. Is Daredevil as well. Daredevil's one, it just looks so good in that lot.
Yeah.
It's not over the top. It's not proper like bombastic. It is just so nice. But yeah, them two, I've got to say, just top notch that lot sort of thing. I'm trying to. I was trying to get Captain America in there. I was trying to get Spider-Man in there, but I just couldn't because they're good, but I can't take anything away from them, to be honest. So yeah, they're my two answers. What about yourself?
So I've kind of got three that come to mind. So the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit for Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
The big white eyes are so good, and the red and the dark blue, I just think it works really well in the logo.
Yeah.
In my head, it's very close to a perfect Spider-Man suit. The other one is the final swing suit from No Way Home. When he's got
the blue and
the classic blue and red with the new logo. I can't wait to see that suit come back, and hopefully it does come back soon. But and then the Moon Knight suit. The Moon Knight suit is so creative.
I totally forgot about that one. Yeah.
How they make him look like a mummy.
Yeah.
He's got like the glowing eyes, and then the Mr. Knight suit too is really cool. But I really like the full-on like Moon Knight suit with the cape and the hood. It's so good.
Yeah, that is quite nice actually. Yeah, I totally forgot about them. You think about it. To be honest, even Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel's outfit as well. How they've done that with the big S on her and that sort of thing. That looks really good to the comics.
Yeah, I like.
Really does.
I like the one from the show. The one from the Marvels was, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It still looks good, but it's not like the same way the one looked in the show. Like the one in the show is very comic
Yeah.
accurate, and I am a big fan of
Yes.
comic accuracy. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was a bit weird how they changed that, considering that they already got the perfect costume for her. Um, but
Yeah.
even the actress said that now she has two costumes, so I'm assuming the other one will come back at some point. But yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Like I say, I think with Marvel as well, sometimes they like to try and make it like they're progressing sort of
yeah,
thing. So it's like, well, you've done that suit, then you've got to have a new suit for the new film and stuff like that.
yeah.
It's like not always necessary sort of
It's the
thing.
Iron Man thing. He started out with one thing. He keeps
Yeah,
getting more armor. Every like movie he's in, he gets a new suit. So kind of have to do that
yeah,
for each
yeah,
character now.
yeah. It's a bit. I can see why they're doing it, but it is a bit annoying. There's another way, so it's a bit to and fro with that.
Yeah,
But no, right. I'll let you take the reins, my Kevin Feige of the YouTube.
that's right. So
If I will say as well, if anybody wants to see like the full proper presentation, head over to Nate's channel now. His video obviously gets put up later on and everything. You'll see it all one bang, presentations, everything that lot. We're here, we'll obviously discuss it and you get my thoughts about it and stuff like that sort of thing. But yeah, if you go over to Nate's channel now, on the live now, or later on down the line, you go over and watch his video. Oh, it's gonna be so good.
yeah, I've put a lot together. So I'm really hoping it gives off the effect I was making this for. So this in my head is the ultimate presentation I've done for anything creative like this. Um, this is exactly what I think Marvel Studios would bring to Comic Con, and this would like erupt the
Mm.
hall. Like everyone would freak out at the end of this. So I'm excited to reach that. But before I get started, I just want to say I'm representing the man himself
Oh, that's nice.
because
That's a very nice
this
one. Like
is
that.
this is it. This is where he shines. So I'm gonna
Damn.
switch my window over. Hopefully this is still working. All right, can you see the thumbnail?
Yep.
All right. So, the Phase 3 of my Marvel franchise and the Cosmic Saga. So in Phase 2, I had Doctor Strange. There was a Hulk and She-Hulk team-up movie. We had Captain America, the Spectacular Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and the Uncanny X-Men. And if you're curious to what my Phase 1 is, you can go back to the Phase 1 stream or the beginning of the Phase 2 stream where I go over Phase 1 again. But for anyone that's just seeing this for the first time, the main story throughout my franchise is that cosmic entities and artifacts are being targeted by Doctor Doom being the main villain behind this whole franchise. He's having other villains do the dirty work for him. He's kind of out in the background. He's kind of laying the groundwork for the big like event that's coming. So all of these movies are introducing different things. It's all going to come together in Phase 3. Certain characters are coming back, and there's going to be continuations of certain projects. But this is Phase 2. So starting Phase 3. Here we go. Kicking off Phase 3, Nova.
Damn. Ooh, that's
So
proper
Nova
out
is
of
a
the blue.
character that I really want to see in the MCU. I think it's a, like, not an insult, but it's like, why haven't you introduced him to the MCU yet when you had the perfect opportunity after Thanos decimated Xandar? That was the perfect point to bring Nova into the MCU, and they didn't. So I'm hoping they bring him in soon, but I wanted to show him some love because I really like Nova's character.
I'm trying to think where they, unless they bring him after this whole thing going off with Kang. I don't know where else they could bring
Exactly,
him
yeah.
in. To be honest, it's a bit of a.
So the villain in this movie, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, the Universal Church of Truth. Obviously, Marvel Mad is doing the Guardians of the Galaxy playthroughs on his channel, and they are in that game in some capacity. So it was just coincidental that they're the main villain in this movie, and they're also in the game that you were playing at the same time. So I thought that was neat how you were talking about that before, and I was like, okay, so
Yeah.
that's gonna be weird to bring up again. So the plot for this. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is Richard Rider Nova. This is not the kid Sam Alexander.
Oh,
This
okay.
is
Yeah.
my like
Proper.
Nova that I want. I really like Richard Rider. So
Hmm.
Richard Rider confronts the resurgence of an ancient cosmic cult called the Universal Church of Truth, as they seek to resurrect the godlike entity known as the Magus. Tasked with preventing this evil force's return, Nova unravels a celestial conspiracy that spans galaxies. This features the introduction of Adam Warlock.
Oh.
There is an appearance of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and Nova and Warlock agree to help with galactic threats in association with the Guardians. So they're kind of like, they're a part of the Guardians, but they're not with them all the time. They're gonna help them with their reach across the universe and, stop threats where they can't be. Thor appears in the final battle to help Nova, Adam Warlock, and the Guardians. Thor was introduced back in Phase 1. He's kind of gone on his own quest, tracking down cosmic entities after Reed Richards told him that something is happening. So he's been gone for a while, but he's come back in this to help Nova, Warlock, and the Guardians with the Universal Church of Truth, and inevitably the Magus will show up in this. And if anyone doesn't know, the Magus is the evil side of Adam Warlock, basically. He's a very powerful being. He's very pivotal to the Infinity War comic. So I'm excited when we get to a comic stream to show that. But this, I think, would be a really cool just like space adventure movie with Nova. I think he really deserves his own project, and I don't know, it just seemed logical at this point, and there's a lot of cosmic things that will tie into later on. So what are your thoughts on Nova?
That sounds really good, to be honest. I say Nova is. I don't know, obviously, too much about him. I know a bits and bobs sort of thing. He's a very striking character sort of thing. I do agree with you about having Richard Rider as well, being the proper Nova, because I don't mind the kid sort of Nova, but he's not for me sort of thing. But then,
Yeah.
yeah, going on with the Church of Truth, and then Adam Warlock and the Magus, I'm like, oh my lord. Right, coming out Monday. That's going to be very pivotal in the next Guardians of the Galaxy video game I'm playing. So yeah, when you saying all that, I'm like, Jesus, where at hand? I'm like, I'm seeing your story come to life on the bleeding screen.
Yeah, because I wanted to kind of reshape what the Universal Church of Truth does, so I made them in this. They're like worshipping the Magus as an entity. So they're kind of like, this is our savior or whatever, and they're trying to resurrect him so he can restore what the old order of the universe is. So I'm also going to read the post-credit scene.
Well, go
A
on, yeah.
rip in space reveals the Silver Surfer launching out of cosmic travel after completing a task assigned by Galactus. He comes across Earth, and Nova and Thor appear behind him. Nova knows of the Silver Surfer's service and warns that if Galactus touches the planet, which is Richard's home, he will be met with the forces of the heroes of Earth. The Silver Surfer ensures Richard that he is not there to scout the planet for Galactus. He is there due to a surge of cosmic energy that resonated within his own power cosmic. So even the Silver Surfer with the power cosmic is noticing something is happening on Earth with cosmic power, and it's
Ooh.
kind of led him to Earth.
Ooh, that's very interesting. That's
Yeah.
like I can't explain. That's like that's very intriguing. I was like, okay,
Yeah, so I thought this would be a really interesting entry point to Phase 3.
definitely.
In the normal MCU, you have a huge event like Civil War would be the first one, I wanted to just kind of make it a smaller scale and then kind of build up from there.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that is Nova.
It's nice. It's nice.
Movie 2. I'm not sure this is going to show up on that screen. Oh, it does. Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Oh, okay. Now this is what they should have done for
Yeah.
the MCU.
Well,
100%.
you could have done that, or you done Black Widow earlier. Is what they should have done.
Yes. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think Black Widow should have
Yeah.
come out in like Phase 2. Back
Oh
when
yeah.
they were
Yeah.
doing like the Winter Soldier kind of stuff. I think that's when Black Widow would have worked better. And you really
Yeah.
could have done, like, obviously the effects get a lot of hate now, but there are some CGI issues in Black Widow that a lot of people always bring up. So back in Phase 2, they didn't have that complaint. So I think it would have
No.
shone better if you had the, like, I just see in my head, like, the helicarrier fight in Winter Soldier, like, the huge scale CGI fight. You could have that with the Red Room in Black Widow, but it looks a whole lot better in Phase 2.
Yeah.
So for this one, Black Widow hasn't been introduced yet. This is her introduction to the MCU in my franchise. It's a team-up movie for the two of them. Obviously, Hawkeye's a part of the Avengers. He's one of the newer members, but he does have some rich history with S.H.I.E.L.D. and all that in this universe. So the villain will be Madame Mask and the Magia.
Ooh,
So Madame
okay.
Mask is a character that, like, she's iconic for having the gold plated mask and the hair and the white suit. She plays a role in the Secret Invasion comic.
Mhm.
She's a part of some group with the Hood and other villains during the Skrull invasion. But for this, she's an operative for something. So the plot:
Ooh, okay.
S.H.I.E.L.D. operatives Natasha Romanoff and Clint Barton are thrust into a covert war when Madame Mask, mastermind of the Magia crime syndicate, orchestrates a scheme to destabilize governments by infiltrating intelligence agencies with Magia agents. As Black Widow and Hawkeye navigate the dangerous landscape of political subversion, they must expose the extent of Mask's reach and prevent the Magia from sowing chaos and corruption on a global scale. So, in a way, this is kind of like the Winter Soldier, where Hydra had infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. In
Yeah.
this, it's going to be the Magia infiltrating S.H.I.E.L.D., and they're the ones that are finishing Zemo's dirty work from the Captain America movie
Mhm.
in Phase
Yeah.
2. So it's going to be revealed that S.H.I.E.L.D. had Magia agents infiltrating the organization for years. Romanoff and Barton stop Mask, and she dies in a large-scale action battle at the end. And they are both tasked with creating a new age of S.H.I.E.L.D. agents with the ones that are left from the infiltration, and they form the Secret Warriors.
Ooh,
So that's
okay.
a lesser-known team, but they're still very important to S.H.I.E.L.D. They're like high-level S.H.I.E.L.D. agents that are put into their own team, like Quake. Who else is on that? That's the only one that's coming to mind right now.
You got the little lad.
Anyways,
Fury's a part of it. Well, I know I've seen Fury's a part of.
yeah, he's the leader of it.
Well,
But
he's
so the Secret
yeah.
Warriors will be, I guess, kind of formed at the end of this. So the post-credit scene, Baron Zemo, because he survived in Captain America, is seen in a medieval castle standing before Doom's throne. He is informing him of the Magia's defeat, and his agents are exposed to the world. Doom stands in frustration and orders Zemo to band together a group of villains to take on the Avengers. Put an end to the heroes.
Damn, that'd be nice.
So what do you think
That's
of
very
this kind
nice.
of Winter Soldier-esque movie?
Very nice. That sounds. That to me again would sound like a very good one that the MCU should have done way back when, sort of thing. It sounds like it's so. I liked Madam.
Mask.
Madam Mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the inclusion of her and that sort of thing. She's she's not a very well, not to my anyway. I don't think she's very well known wider around sort of thing. But it's a really nice inclusion. I quite like the sound of that sort of thing. I think in the comics that I've read, I think I've only ever seen her come up against Captain America and that lot. Seen like she's had a running with him sort of thing. So I've never seen her really have a running with anybody else. But that's quite nice. I quite like the sound of that.
She was there's a Hawkeye series that came out a while ago from the writers Matt Fraction, but it's really good. And she's in that
Okay.
too. So when Hawkeye is training Kate Bishop, she pops up in that, and it's really good.
Okay.
So yeah, that is Black Widow and Hawkeye. The next one, Inhumans.
Ooh, that's divisive to say the least.
Now, this
Ooh.
is not the Inhumans that was the stupid show that Marvel put out years ago.
Yeah.
This is this is just to bring in to acknowledge that this is a rich Marvel universe and they do exist, because at the end of Phase 2 you had Reed Richards naming people to be on the Illuminati, and he mentions Blackguard Boltagon, who will be introduced in this. So the villains in this will be Ronan the Accuser and the Supreme Intelligence.
Ooh, okay.
So the plot: the isolated society of Inhumans forged by Kree experimentation faces a perilous internal conflict when Ronan the Accuser, a loyal Kree general, enforces the will of the Supreme Intelligence. As the Inhumans resist the Supreme Intelligence's decree to replace them with a new wave of experiments, they must navigate the treacherous path of rebellion against their creators. With Ronan serving as the enforcer, the Inhumans confront the duality of their origins and the fight for their right to exist in a thrilling tale of identity, defiance, and the struggle for survival in the face of cosmic manipulation. So, the Supreme Intelligence is obviously the one controlling the Kree. It's like their god, their creator. And he created the Inhumans, and in this he's kind of viewing the Inhumans as they're not doing what I initially made them to do. So we're going to scrap them, we're going to do a new thing. And obviously the Inhumans that are alive in this universe are like, no, you're not going to kill us just to do that. You made us for a reason, so we're going to fight back. And Ronan the Accuser is the one that is doing the dirty work for the Supreme Intelligence. So the team in this, it's very just standard for the Inhumans. You got Black Bolt, you got Medusa, Crystal, Lockjaw, Triton, Karnak, and Gorgon. Those are the core members of the Inhumans. And I think it would be cool if they get a chance to shine on the big screen, because they were originally supposed to in Phase 3 of our MCU, but it didn't happen, and they got the stupid TV show instead, so...
Yeah, they literally scrapped the film just to put them on that, didn't they?
Yeah. And then you see Black Bolt come up in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but that was for a very short time.
But how he portrayed them in that one is how I wanted to see Black Bolt be portrayed.
Yeah, he looks so good in that.
One whisper. Yeah, exactly. Like one whisper, one word, he's done. He's dead.
Yeah.
That's how he should have been portrayed. That scene was just atrocious.
Yeah.
But no, how by the sounds of you're bringing him and portraying him in this, God damn it, that's what it's supposed to have been like.
Yeah, so...
That would have been nice.
In this, they end up defeating Ronan, and they destroy the Supreme Intelligence. So the Kree have no, I guess, guidance now. They're just kind of out of the mind control of the Supreme Intelligence. And the Inhumans are revealed to the world. So they used to be an isolated species. Now they are revealed because of this large-scale battle. They are noticed now. So the post-credit scene, Black Bolt observes the media reacting to the reveal of the Inhumans to the world. A portal opens up behind him, Stephen Strange, Reed Richards, and Charles Xavier emerge and inform him that the Inhumans will remain safe with the assistance of the other heroes of Earth. So they have the Inhumans' backs. They're there for them. They offer him to join the Illuminati, and Black Bolt nods. Because he can't talk, so he's going to nod to that.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
So yeah, the Illuminati
That's nice.
is forming very fast now. So what are your thoughts on Inhumans?
That'd be nice. Very nice. I say very controversial. It's again comic book wise. I've read some of them, but they're not. To me, anyway, the comics are not the most
Yeah,
gripping
I agree
sort
with
of
you.
thing for the Inhumans. That lot. They're good, but I'm not. It's not something I'd go out to invest me time in, sort of thing. But introducing them like that sounds like a really good. Are you having them on Earth, or are you having
They're
them on the Moon?
Earth. Yeah.
Oh, they're on Earth. Okay.
In the secluded Adelan, they're like very. It's like Wakanda in the MCU. They're like hidden. Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. No, I do like that. That's quite nice. That is.
So, that is Inhumans. My next one. This is gonna seem very random, but I think it's awesome. X-Force. So the villain in this.
Another left field one.
The villain in this is Mojo. No, if you don't know it by the name, I'm sure you will if you saw him. He's like the giant yellow like blob. He's got like sometimes he's got spider legs. He's got like wires all attached to him. If you look up Mojo, I'm sure you will recognize him.
Mojo. Oh, the little mechanical tentacly leg sort of thing with the.
He's a modified blob.
Yes, I do recognize him now.
He's very. It looks like he's melting all the time, basically.
Yeah. Oh, okay. To be honest, I didn't even realize that's what his name was. To be honest,
So that's who the villain will be in this. So the plot: Cable assembles a covert team of mutants to thwart the sadistic plans of Mojo, a twisted, dimension-hopping oppressor. Kidnapping mutants from Earth, Mojo forces them into deadly gladiatorial battles in his Mojoverse for perverse entertainment. In a race against time, the team fights to liberate the enslaved mutants, exposing the sinister underbelly of Mojoverse while grappling with the blurred lines between heroism and survival in the face of the ultimate televised spectacle. So what Mojo's doing is he's taking mutants, he's bringing them to the Mojoverse, and he's watching them kill each other for fun. So that's what he does. He's like it's very evil. He's kidnapping them and he's forcing them to fight to the death for his own entertainment. It's like Kraven the Hunter in Spider-Man 2. He's finding the worthy opponent. That's basically what he's doing. So the team in this will be Cable, Wolverine, Deadpool, Archangel, Domino, and Warpath, who I think is a badass character.
Ooh. Oh, damn, okay.
And obviously they'll all get their gray and black suits, like the X-Force team in the comics. So the X-Force team saves the mutants and brings them home. There is an appearance by Mr. Sinister in the Mojoverse. Obviously, Mr. Sinister appeared in the Uncanny X-Men. He makes a brief appearance in this as he is fighting in the gladiatorial battle. And Cable's time travel malfunctions and he jumps into the future, where he sees Apocalypse's ravaged Earth. He is frightened and returns back to the present day. So they're in the Mojoverse, they get all the mutants, and as they're going back to their main dimension in the present day, everyone else goes back, but he goes on a totally different path, and he sees the future where Apocalypse has completely decimated Earth, and he's the ruler of the planet. So he gets super freaked out by that, and he goes back to the present day. So the post-credit scene.
That's-
A glowing light emerges from the cracks of a large pyramid in Egypt. The pyramid explodes, and a figure bursts out of the wreckage and floats in the air. Figuring out where they are, this mysterious figure realizes that they are now many years into the future. His goal remains the same: prove himself as the supreme being on Earth and eliminate the weak. If you know anything about who this might be, it's Apocalypse.
Damn. Talk about like if we ever did like try and because it'd be so complicated, trying like a phase four stuff like that. My lord, that'd be such a good one to see in
Yeah.
phase four. And I'm
And
like,
that's the setup here.
Christ.
So if I was to continue
Mm,
past this phase, this would be what it's going to.
mm, that'd be nice. That'd be. I say Mojo. I didn't even realize that's what his name was, but he sounds like a really like very twisted sort of like figure sort of thing. I love the X Force and the X Force had created costumes out with
Yeah.
the black and grey and white and that sort of thing. I love them sort of thing. I was not expecting that at all, sort of thing. So, yeah, two of these movies so far, it's just totally thrown me. But yeah, that's really nice. That lot, really, really
Yeah,
nice.
I thought this would be a really cool like side thing. Um, but it brings in more
Mm,
X-Men characters, and then it has a setup for a future X-Men movie. So I thought that would be really cool.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's very nice. I gotta
The
admit.
next one, this is really exciting. The Mighty Avengers.
Ooh,
The
okay.
villain in this, the Masters of Evil.
Ooh,
So the formidable Masters of Evil, led by Baron Zemo, emerges with a malevolent plan that pushes the Avengers to their limits. As Earth's defenders battle against Zemo's team consisting of Whirlwind, Titania, Absorbing Man, Enchantress and the Executioner, Abomination, Razor Fist, and Zax, they begin to piece together a cryptic puzzle, slowly uncovering a sinister puppeteer orchestrating their every move. The Avengers confront not only the immediate threat, but the ominous realization that a shadowy figure lurks in the background, manipulating events on a grand scale. In this high-stakes clash, the heroes must decipher the mystery behind their adversaries and brace for the revelation of the true mastermind pulling the strings. So this is a huge scale Avengers movie. They're going against the Masters of Evil, which has a large lineup. Obviously, you get lots of villains that haven't been introduced yet, but because this is an established universe, they've fought them in the past.
yeah.
So the Avengers team, again, just to go over it, there are some new additions, but you have Iron Man, Captain America, Ant-Man, Wasp, Hulk, Wonder Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow is on the Avengers now. You have She-Hulk, Mockingbird, Hercules, and Mar-Vell, who joined at the end of the first Avengers movie. So the Avengers defeat the Masters of Evil and send all of them to the raft. Tony and Steve oversee the prison transfer, and Zemo reveals that they are not ready for what's coming. Tony receives a call from Reed Richards, who insists that they meet up to discuss the incoming danger. So while this has been happening, Reed made a huge discovery, and they need to meet. The post-credit scene. This is like giving me goosebumps. T'Challa is seen overlooking the kingdom of Wakanda. A distant explosion alerts him, and he ventures down to the coast to check on the site. Namor is waiting for him on the shoreline, and T'Challa questions his presence. Namor informs him that Atlantis experienced an explosion as well, and that they need to figure out who is targeting their territories. So what do you think of the Mighty Avengers?
That's nice. I was not expecting. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether I was expecting a Marvel's film so early on or not, to be honest. But yeah, that was really, really nice, that lot, and just having them. Oh yeah, I, I can't. I can't get my words out. Like, yeah, damn. Okay, it's a really good villain lineup as well. Really good villain lineup in that lot. I'm really. It's got to be. I'm trying to like figure out what could be leading or what. Because I'm thinking of who's leading the higher ups, but I'm trying to figure out how it's gonna play into later on. And
Yeah, so obviously at the end of Black Widow and Hawkeye, Doom tasked Zemo with building the Masters of Evil, basically.
yeah,
So they failed. The Avengers are still out there, and they've basically figured out. Well, Reed will inform Tony, but they know someone big is behind everything. So that will come later on. Okay. The next movie,
this is like
Web of
fight. Yes,
Spider-Man.
this is. Ooh, okay,
So the villains in this, you have Kingpin and Kraven the Hunter.
okay.
So the plot, Peter Parker's world is further ensnared in a web of chaos when the aftermath of the Chameleon's deceptions continues to cast a shadow over New York. With the help of Daredevil, they find themselves entangled in a multifaceted plot orchestrated by the elusive Kingpin. With the stakes escalating, Kingpin, always a step ahead, enlists the deadly Kraven the Hunter to ensure their interference remains short-lived. As the heroes dodge Kraven's lethal pursuit, they must confront not only the world's best hunter, but also the responsibility of taking down the man responsible for the violent wave of crime flooding New York. So at the end of The Spectacular Spider-Man, it's revealed Chameleon was working for Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. And in the post-credits scene, Daredevil comes across Spider-Man and they agree to help each other in taking Fisk down. So in this is where it all happens. Fisk is the main villain, but Kraven the Hunter is his assassin, and he's tasked with hunting down Daredevil and Spider-Man before they get their hands on Fisk. So this movie has a very suspenseful tone. It's very high stakes. Kraven is defeated, and there's an epic fight between Spider-Man, Daredevil, and Kingpin, which is something I've always wanted to see. Just the two of them taking down Fisk in one giant fight. I think that would be so cool. So Kingpin is obviously defeated. The post-credit scene, Kingpin sits in a cell in Rikers, which is a prison also in New York, where he is plotting his revenge against Spider-Man and Daredevil. A voice from the cell next to him reaches out. They say the two of them should work together and bring the both of them down next time. The voice says they may be better than Kraven and will happily do Kingpin's dirty work. They reveal themselves to be Benjamin Poindexter, Bullseye.
Damn.
So
Very
that
nice.
is Web
Very,
of
very
Spider-Man.
nice. That lot. I've always wanted to see, like you said, I've always wanted to see Spider-Man and Daredevil as a team sort of thing. We just so they flow really well together, and a lot. And like the comics, when they've been together as well, like they are really
Yeah.
gripping and interesting a lot. And yeah, seeing that would be so good in that lot. And again, Kingpin's always been just like one of the most like iconic and intimidating ones I've always liked sort of thing. He's not no like superpowers or anything like that. He's just a
He's just a
badass
really
sort of
smart
thing.
guy. He's
So
always a
yeah,
step ahead, and he's
yeah.
relentless.
But no, yeah, that is really nice. That lot, really good in that lot. And again, I'm presuming, like again, if we did do a phase 4 in that lot, them two, the Kingpin and Bullseye together would be something that'd be nice.
Yeah, I wanted to bring Bullseye in somewhere because I didn't have a Daredevil movie, but I had the team up between Spider-Man and Daredevil, and I thought Kraven would be cool to introduce because I think he deserves to be in a movie with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I also think it would be cool if Kingpin hired him as the bounty hunter to take down Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's
and
a
Daredevil.
very, very different take because I'd never think of him as somebody like a hit for hire sort of thing. I'd literally just think of him as like he'll show up when he wants and he'll be the most dominant figure. So having him as that, not like understudy, but having him there doing the dirtier work, so that's quite really nice. I quite like that.
All right. This is where the shit hits the fan. The next movie is a Black Panther and Namor team-up movie. The villain,
Okay.
Doctor Doom. So the plot, T'Challa and Namor, monarchs of Wakanda and Atlantis, face a common threat when mysterious explosions rock their realms and they discover a shadowy connection to Latveria. Uniting against a mutual foe, they forge an unprecedented alliance between Wakanda and Atlantis, unraveling a grand conspiracy orchestrated by the evil Doctor Doom. In a clash that echoes across kingdoms, this marks a pivotal chapter in the evolving saga of the Marvel Universe. So Doom is secretly using this war as a distraction so he can obtain the vibranium from Wakanda and Atlantis' caves in order to make his own armor and Doom army invincible. T'Challa and Namor have an epic fight with Doctor Doom in person, and both kingdoms suffer heavy losses. Both royal families are dead. It's only T'Challa and Namor surviving. Doom ultimately wins the war, with T'Challa and Namor having to retreat. Doom now has the vibranium he needs to fulfill his goal and make himself stronger. The post-credit scene. Namor takes T'Challa to New York. T'Challa's the most hurt out of the two of them, where he hopes to find Reed at the Baxter Building. They encounter Reed, and he is horrified at the sight of the heavily wounded heroes. They explain what happened to Wakanda and Atlantis and warn that Doom is coming and planning something terrifying. Reed shows a look of shock, but then fades back to normal, realizing that his old friend must have been involved in this conspiracy the whole time. He turns in guilt and tells the heroes that they shouldn't wait any longer. The Illuminati must come together. So this is a full-scale war between Wakanda, Atlantis, and Latveria. Obviously, you have the huge army of Doombots, and then you have all the Wakandan and Atlantis warriors, and they're all like clashing over both territories. And Wakanda and Atlantis are basically like they're gone.
Decimated, yeah. Jesus. Having the families and just leaving them two left, that's a bigger. That's really like
Doom isn't messing around.
That's hard hitting. No, that's hard hitting. That is out.
So this would be a very emotional.
I was not expecting.
This would be very emotional for both. I thought like if they were to do a Black Panther 3, I think it has to be Black Panther and Namor and Doctor Doom as the villain.
Yeah.
It has to be that way because I thought he was going to show up in Wakanda Forever as the one behind, like at the beginning there's the submarine and they discover the Atlanteans or the Talokanil in the MCU. I thought it was going to be Doom behind all that, but this is why I wanted this, because I've always wanted the two of them to interact because they have such a rich history in the comics.
Yeah.
And Doctor Doom just makes sense because he's another, territory and ruler that is kind of around them. So I thought this was the perfect opportunity to do that.
that'd be nice, and that would be something that's not. That's the word. It literally means that you don't know that he's not messing around. He's in full throttle. This is what I want, done
Yeah.
dusted sort of thing. But that's I wasn't expecting them to be killed off. I was not expecting to be killed off at all. That's knocked me. That as I was not. Yeah,
And
that
obviously, this would be like a really long movie too. If this was to be made, this would be like, I don't know, 2.5 to
God,
three
three and a
hours
half
long.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this
Damn.
is the kickstart for the finale.
Oh, Jesus wept.
The next movie, The Illuminati.
Ooh.
So the villain in this again, Doctor Doom.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
So, the world's prime intellects, Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, Charles Xavier, Tony Stark, T'Challa, Namor, and Black Bolt, come together as the covert Illuminati to unravel a net of calculated chaos woven by the devious Doctor Doom. In a deliberately paced narrative, the team engages in a cerebral battle against Doom's far-reaching influence and strategic upheaval. As they navigate the intricate political landscape, this delves into the minds of these exceptional individuals, exploring the tension between diplomacy and confrontation in the face of a growing global crisis orchestrated by the masterful Doom. So it's not like a huge big battle movie. It's more the team is trying to convince the world Doom he shouldn't be holding the power he has in the world. He is very evil. He needs to be stopped, and they're trying to convince the world that he's planning something and they need to be ready. Obviously, there's still going to be fights between Doctor Doom and the Illuminati, but it's not going to be the huge, large-scale, fight that we're used to. So this is a very in-depth look at Reed and Doom's friendship. You have a lot of scenes with the two of them together. They're talking a lot. The team being the Fantastic Four, has fought Doom before. It has been a long time since their last encounter, so after that encounter, Doom kind of went isolated. He's been building this plan for a long time. And Doom has a failsafe for each member, where he easily disarms and destabilizes them. He's been researching every one of these heroes the entire time he's been away, and he's had this plan. He knows that they were going to come after him, so he had this plan in place that he would easily be able to stop any of them. So Doom's goal is coming closer to fruition. The team, as powerful as they are, must find an other way to fight back at Doom. So Reed is back at the Baxter building in the post-credit scene when he notices a glowing figure at a nearby window. The figure is Nova with Thor, who is coming to Reed to inform him that he may know Doom's next cosmic target. As Reed shows intrigue, the Silver Surfer flies into frame beside Nova. He claims to wield the power cosmic given to him by Galactus. Reed realizes that he must be ready for Doom's inevitable recognition of this surge in cosmic energy around New York. So that is the Illuminati.
Having them as their own film like that to go up against Doom, obviously, that's a really nice sort of take as well, because they are a big, massive thing in the comics, and having them be just put front and center like that, and just again intertwining everything with Doom, and that's nice. It really is. I don't know where you come up with some of these stuff. I had to bring all this together. It's beyond me.
It's all
honestly,
here.
it is. Honestly, you got. I thought I was an encyclopedia, but my lord, that's really nice. I'd like to see the Illuminati done like that as well, sort of thing. Bring that into the MCU, because that'd be so good. Obviously, you saw a bit in Doctor Strange, but yeah, that's so good. And they all bounce off really well with each other as well, which I really like.
Yeah, so basically, their goal in this is to, plan and try their best to take down Doom. It obviously doesn't work. And that's where it leads into Fantastic Four, which is a sequel. So it's Fantastic Four 2. Again, the villain is Doctor Doom. I really hope it doesn't seem like I'm overdoing Doom, but he deserves it. So the team...
Oh, no, but...
Sorry?
Like I said, with somebody like Doom, though, he's got to have that... You can't just do him for one film. He's going to be sprouting up as many places as he can, because he's that overarching sort of thing, because he's been against loads of people. He's not just always been fixated to one set. He's literally had them all. So yeah, it's really nice.
Okay, so the plot in this: the Fantastic Four face their most formidable adversary as Doctor Doom relentlessly pursues the Silver Surfer, the wielder of the power cosmic. With Doom's plan threatening the fabric of reality, the Fantastic Four must race against time to protect the Surfer from falling into Doom's clutches. This sets the stage for a larger, more ominous confrontation as the looming threat of Doom's insidious mission casts a dark shadow over the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So this has massive fights between the Fantastic Four and Doom. Doom eventually destabilizes and kidnaps the Silver Surfer and takes him back to Latveria. The Fantastic Four send out the worldwide message to heroes that Doom is one step closer to becoming the most powerful figure in the universe. So he's got all the other cosmic artifacts up to this point. He's got the Silver Surfer. He's like this close to becoming super powerful. The post-credit scene. The vast ocean of space is seen as 6 beams of light emerge and reveal large silhouette figures floating in the abyss. The voices discuss the recent surge in cosmic energy levels around Earth and that their cosmic energy feels threatened. They agree to track down the source of this disturbance. The figures are revealed to be 6 Celestials, who are soon to be named. So thoughts on the Fantastic Four 2?
Very nice. Really, really nice. I love bringing in the Silver Surfer to just have him just be kidnapped and basically dismantled, sort of thing, having his power taken away. No, I don't want to say it yet, because I've got a feeling what it's going to be at the end, or what is going to be, because I've got an image in my head. I think might be it, but I don't want to say it yet. But as
all right,
yeah,
so
it's so good.
At the end of this, the Fantastic Four are basically like, they're defeated, but they're not wounded, really, like in a way, not like Black Panther and Namor were, like they were like at their like
done,
like least level of like feeling well, I guess, at the time. But now Reed's put out the message: heroes of Earth, we need you. This is the time to come together, because Doom is like, he's there now. So if you notice on my screen, there's an empty space at the end. I'm gonna let this thing explain what fills in that space. Come on, come on.
When you watch on my stream, we will explain what's going on in a minute.
Right. Did you see that? The video that just played?
Nothing.
You didn't?
No,
Okay.
not a thing. Literally completely black.
So anyone watching my stream should have seen that, but If you
No,
flip
never
back,
mind, I'm just click.
if you flip back to mine, I can
Maybe
replay it.
Yeah, hang on, let me come off. Yeah, go on, replay it because it's like literally all I got is pure black.
Okay, just sound warning too that it might be a bit loud. Good?
Literally, again, all I got is just a completely black screen. I had your timeline and everything. Nothing. If I click on your thing, I've got presentation. Is that an hour and 8 minutes? Yeah, that's all I've got. I see
Okay.
no video or anything, I'm afraid.
Anyways,
I've
so
even got like a little thing on your corner, but that's about it. No, sorry.
you know what? I have an idea. I'm gonna send you a link, and you can watch it.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, I could actually do that. Yeah, I was well looking forward to it as well. You bigged it up that well, and that like, I was like, come on then.
Okay, I sent you a link.
So, is that on? Oh, go
I'm
away,
just gonna
you.
leave my screen like this because I got something else.
Oh, right, here we go. Playback on. Come on then. Oh, here we go. Oh, damn. Damn. Oh. Right, basically, Doom Wars is coming, part 1 and part 2. Sure, dear.
Yeah. So if you flip back to mine, I've got
Oh.
more.
Okay, I'm back, Damn. Yeah, oh.
So with all this cosmic power, he's become God Emperor Doom.
I knew it. I was waiting for the... I don't know if you've done that purposely in that, but I was waiting for like the white. But yeah, that's nice. That is. I knew it was gonna be God Doom. I just knew it. I didn't want to say anything because I was waiting for like. It has like. Is it me or am I just thinking it up? He had like a white suit or a white cape.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it? I'm not.
So his suit was white
Yeah.
in the 2015 Secret Wars where he was God Emperor Doom. So this is a different take on God Emperor Doom.
Yeah.
But he's got all this cosmic power, and this is the first look at God Emperor Doom in Doom War.
Oh,
So filling in that space.
Damn.
First, Doom War Part 1.
Mm.
So the villain, of course, is Doctor Doom. The plot: the Marvel Universe faces its greatest existential threat as Doctor Doom initiates his ruthless quest to amass all cosmic power across the universe. With intergalactic forces converging, heroes from across the universe must unite to stop Doom's insidious plot. In a race to retrieve and protect the cosmic objects before Doom fully obtains them, the heroes face a task too grand to handle. As alliances are tested and the very fabric of reality hangs in the balance, Doom War marks the beginning of a 2-part cosmic saga propelling our heroes into a perilous journey to prevent Doom from unleashing chaos that changes the Marvel Universe forever. So what you just saw is what Doom will look like at the end of this. This movie is very similar to Infinity War in a sense, where they're kind of spaced out and they're tasked with protecting what's left. And he's after all of them. So he's got the Silver Surfer, but he has a few more go after. Like Marvel is a part of it. You have in the Guardians of the Galaxy, you have Nova has a part of that too. And all of them are kind of coming together to protect what's left before Doom gets their hands on it. So the teams that are coming together are the Avengers, the Fantastic Four, X-Men, Inhumans, Guardians of the Galaxy, and all of the other heroes that were introduced as well. So the reason why Doom is doing this is because he's found proof that Earth is dying and believes the united power of the cosmic artifacts will revitalize the Earth's core. Reed insists that this could end up destroying the planet, but Doom objects to Reed's narrow-mindedness, which is unlike Reed's genius nature. So, obviously Doom is the leader of Latveria. If he does this, Latveria will be viewed as the savior of the planet, which is what Doom wants. So Doom is trying to grow his worldwide empire and make himself look like the hero that saved the world, prompting the world to give him the recognition and power he has wished for his whole life. Global dominance, with Latveria being the supreme nation. So at the end of this, Dr. Doom obtains the full power of the cosmic objects that have been introduced across the franchise up to this point. And there's a cliffhanger ending where he gets all of them, he's got Emperor Doom, that's it. There's no post-credit scene, that's it.
That's nice. That is really nice. I can just imagine just having God Emperor Doom. Just in my head, I've just got him sat on his throne, just like leaning back like that as he is. Oh, that'd be so good. It's so good now. Like, and yeah, that'll be an epic way to just end that on. Just don't you know post credit scene? It's just here. This is it now.
Doom won.
You need to.
He won.
Yeah. It's literally like Thanos sort of done his snap. He's gone. He's happy. That's nice. That is really really good. I really like that.
Okay, so that is Do More Part 1. Now I'm just going to move you to the side a bit on my stream because I think it might be blocking the title. Move you over here for just a second. Alright. Then of course you have Do More Part 2. So, getting into that. Again, the villain is Dr. Doom, of course, as God Emperor Doom. So the Marvel Universe reels from the aftermath of Dr. Doom's acquisition of cosmic power. As the heroes strive to restore cosmic balance, they encounter beings of unfathomable might and ancient celestial entities. The confrontation escalates into a cosmic reckoning where Doom must confront forces beyond mortal comprehension. The epic conclusion to the two-part saga unfolds as our heroes navigate a cosmic chessboard, challenging the very essence of power, morality, and the cosmic order itself. So again, it's the same teams and heroes that were in the first part. So Doom has obtained the full might of the cosmic power in the universe, being God Emperor Doom. Now the heroes have no choice but to turn to the beings that created the power to begin with, the Celestials. They inform the Celestials of Doom's plan and that he poses a threat to the entire multiverse. The Celestials encounter Doom and judge him for his crimes against the multiverse. He is met by the Living Tribunal, which you saw at the end of my Phase 2 presentation. He's met by Eternity, who showed up in Thor: Love and Thunder. He's met by Uato the Watcher. He's met by Infinity, Death, and Eon. So those are the 6 Celestials that are discovered. Like Reed finds a way to communicate, and they come to Earth, and they take Doom, basically bring him into space, and they judge him for his crimes against the multiverse, for taking all this cosmic power and using it for his own benefit. So Doom engages in an epic battle against the cosmic beings, which results in Doom being stripped of his power. He's enraged and he is sent back to Latveria. So he's not killed, he's just stripped of his power and he's sent back to Latveria. He's nowhere near as big of a threat as he used to be. The heroes unite to form an agreement that if the universe needed their help again, they would come together once more. And the next saga begins. So this is like the first full-on time that the heroes have had to come together for a threat like this in this universe. So that is Doom War Part 2.
That's nice. Having him literally just wiping it all back for him and literally just putting him back in Latvia and just go, look, that's what you could have had. If you behaved, you could have kept it and not... Oh, so good. That is so nice. And having the Celestials as well and that lot. I was surprised with Death. I wasn't expecting Death. I really wasn't.
Yeah, she's a powerful Celestial, but I thought it'd be cool to introduce her as one of them because we've never seen it. Because we've already got Thanos, but they didn't go with that storyline, so I thought it'd be cool to introduce her. But my main influence for bringing the Celestials in was, I don't know if you can see it, but I have an Infinity Gauntlet poster kind of behind me. But in that story, Thanos is met by the Celestials, and they go to see him because he's got all the Infinity Stones. So I kind of wanted to bring that into it because those images of the Celestials in the comic like have really stood out to me, and I wanted to kind of get a scene like that where you have a bunch of Celestials they're like judging Doom in space, and they have a huge battle with him. And again, in Doom War Part 1, you have just the Earth scale battles. You have the giant army of Doombots fighting the giant army of heroes. You have Doctor Doom at the end of it too, so they all fight. Literally all of them are fighting around Doom, and he's just like blocking all of them, and he's just taking all of them on. And then in this one, it's the heroes have no idea what to do. So Reed contacts the Celestials, and they take Doom into their territory and do everything their way. And then the heroes see that he's been sent back, but his power is gone. And they basically say, if you step in our way again and you threaten the world like this, like you basically almost destroyed the world, then you have all of us to deal with again. And you won't have this power again because all the power has been distributed back to where it came from.
That's nice.
Yeah, so that is the finale.
See, in theory, if you wanted to, if you again theoretically went on to like phase 4 and 5, like, then powers could, in theory, come to play again in something else, sort of thing. If somebody else tried to, that's nice. That's good as well because you don't really want to just decimate them all and just go, yeah, they're gone now. That's it. They can never be used again.
Yeah.
That's a really clever way of going. Well, actually, they've only gone back to where they originally was. They could come back again. That's really nice.
It's like the MCU, the way they dealt with the Infinity Stones. They just said they were destroyed after Thanos used them. I think it works in their sense, but I would have liked to see them just be brought back, and then the Infinity Stones are still in play later on. I thought that would have been cool.
Yeah.
But
you've had other things and other people use, like, not maybe all of them, but just one here and there sort of thing. So it would have helped on a wider storyline to go, well, actually, the Tesseract's been used by somebody else over here, or the Power Stone's been used by somebody else over there, sort of thing. It would have been nice, but talk about ending a phase 3 like, Jesus wept.
And I designed the title too, so I made that from scratch. Proud of that.
Oh, so that's not
No, I made that.
That's not like a comic book series. Oh, damn. How has that not been a comic book series?
It's the name of a series, but that's not like a title already existing from one. So
damn.
There's a Black Panther and Namor crossover actually called Doom War, where Doctor Doom is kind of behind all that. But Yeah, I thought this would be the perfect title for the ending of this
Mm.
because it's an actual war and Doctor Doom is the reason why it's all
Well,
happening.
yeah,
I thought that was a cool way to bring in that title. But yeah, I designed all that.
that's nice.
So again, I have
That.
more surprises.
Oh, bugger! Right, hang on, let me go back. Let me go back. All right, what
So
we
that's
got?
the Silver Surfer.
What's on his board?
It's an AI generated image, so there's like
Oh,
random stuff
right.
on it. Yeah, I thought that looked cool. You got Doom kind of walking through a
Oh,
cosmic tunnel or something like that.
that's
You
nice.
got Doom and the Silver Surfer facing off.
Oh, damn.
And then you got Latveria, the castle.
Oh, Latvia
Yeah.
looks perfect. That is literally what you could
Yeah.
have visualized in
That's
your head to
that's
think what
exactly.
Latvia would look like. That is just
Yeah. And
stunning.
then that is the Cosmic Saga.
Cosmic Saga. That's nice. That is really good. That yeah, I just for that I can't I can literally that is just unbelievable. I'd pay hundreds to bleed see that law. That was just so just perfect. That would be a perfect just phase three, just 1, 2, and 3 from yourself. Honestly, it's just ridiculously good,
Thank you.
absolutely ridiculously good. That lot, and just I was some of them like I was not expecting the Illuminati film. I was not expecting Nova. I was not really expecting a Black Panther like Namor film together sort of thing. So to have them, it's really really nice. And the stories literally just flow, absolutely flow one to another. Like it's how you want an ending to a phase to cumulative. I can't say the bleeding word. But yeah, to come all
Yeah.
together to that ending. So nice, so nice that lot.
So
And
I've
yeah,
been trying for years to kind of come up with like what would make the perfect like Marvel movie franchise for me, and I think I nailed it for me. Like I'm really proud of
oh
this.
yeah,
This is exactly
yeah,
what I would want to see
massively.
from a Marvel movie
Mm.
franchise. You have one of the most iconic Marvel villains in Doctor Doom being the main villain. I really hope they take that approach if they do reboot the MCU.
Yeah, yeah,
And I wanted to make sure that each story, because in the MCU now you have all these heroes, but in, let's say, like the Avengers, only the Avengers are there. You don't have any of the other heroes show up
yeah,
because they see, wait, there's something going on over there, we need to help. They just don't do it. So in this, that's why you have team up movies, because people, in the established universe, it's like they're actually connected. Like they actually collaborate with each other
yeah,
and they're
yeah.
a part of each story together. So I thought that would be really cool to add.
I liked how as well you didn't. I like sorry you didn't just have like a different villain for then last sort of ones that you had literally look it's Doom. Doom is the one you need to worry about, and then it's like the next film again. Doom is still there.
Yeah.
He's not disappeared. He's not wandered off. He's still there. You need to sort him out, and that was really nice. Have a continuing sort of villain to go. No, it's him. If you can't stop him, then they need to stop him. They need to stop him,
And the reason
which is
I
really
kept him
nice. That
alive is
lot.
because he's a character you don't kill. Like he's always
No,
one that's going to
no.
be a pain in the ass for the heroes. But I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
if you were to continue this, it would be really interesting to see him be the one turning to the heroes for help because there's something else going on. So I thought it'd be interesting
mm,
if I know I almost killed you all and the universe, but I need your help with something. I thought that would be cool to add in the future if I were to
mm,
continue that.
yeah, yeah. But no,
So yeah,
that's
I'm super
nice.
proud of
That
it. Put a ton
really,
of time into
yeah.
it,
Oh, you should bear.
and
Yeah.
I appreciate anyone who took part in this, and appreciate all your feedback on it.
Mm.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing the end of yours too, which will be next week. But
And so put your put your last phase up again from here because I just need to have a look
Sure.
at something. Because
Just go back. Switch my window again.
so there's only.
So
I
yeah,
think there's
this is the other
one
thing.
thing.
I had 11 in this. Now I was originally planning for 12, and I swore I had 12 when I was planning this. But when I was making this, I recounted and I was like, wait, I only have 11. So it's not following exactly the same template as the main MCU, like all the other
No.
phases were, but this still works in my opinion. Like it still flows. I think if I had another filler movie in there, it wouldn't work as well. So
No,
I'm
no.
happy with how it turned out.
Like like I've said to you privately as well as on here. Now, in my phase 3 as well, I've only got 11. But again, when you're like placing these things together in that lot, you want it to be consistent. You want it to be like, nice and flowing sort of thing. So again with mine, I think if I had an extra one in there, it'd just kill it off sort of thing. It wouldn't have that consistency you want it sort of thing. But yeah, looking at your last phases in that lot, there's only one. I can think. Yeah, there's only one sort of concept. It's not even a film. It's just a concept that I've actually got similar to yours. It literally is. My phase 3 is completely different to
That's
yours.
good.
Absolutely, completely different. That lies. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you think of mine now because it's just
I'm
yeah.
interested now. Like
Mm,
I know like both of ours would be unique from the start because you're going in a completely different direction
yeah.
with the storylines you're adapting, but yeah, I'm excited to see how your phase 3 culminates your universe because you've got so much cool setup in it with things I wouldn't have even thought to put in my franchise. And for those of you that know, like you'll know, like he's got the Dark Avengers, he's done Secret Invasion, he's done all of that. So I think that's really interesting because I would have never thought to include that in mine. Now, Secret Invasion, if I were to continue, that would be one I would try to perfect because that one deserves to be given the adaptation.
Oh yeah, massively.
Yeah.
And so that's why I had that at the end of my phase 2 because it needed to be an Avengers level film. It couldn't just be a stupid. Series are okay, but it's just nowhere near the scale it could have been. So yeah, that's why I had it at the end of my phase 2 because I just thought having something that big at the end of that phase, it could just lead them really nicely to how it's going to come on to phase 3 now, with other things in play and obviously the Dark Avengers are coming, so how that's going to affect later on. So yeah, but again, I know some of the stuff like obviously you've come up off the top of your head with some of the stuff you've put in for some of your phases out there. I was very like I like to know where the origin of the stories come from. I'll have a look at that comic book and then see how I can adapt it into mine. Like if you know the actual chronological order of how I've done some things, I've sort of done it the flip reverse. I've done it the opposite way around, but still, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you think of mine now. But again, your phase 3 again, your just 3 phase in general, completely nothing that I could even think about, and I've intertwined it just so well. Yeah, honestly, congratulations, my friend. Because
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad we've done something like this. Because so nice to see different takes and points of view on things. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, thanks for that.
But
I really hope Kevin Feige sees this and he's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
It's like you get this boy on it because honestly, Jesus wept. The amount of just sheer talent and just expertise you've put into this is just ridiculously good. Honestly, so good. But yeah, we'll end it there, and just like I say, thank you very much for this whole stream is Nate's phase 3 for Thwip Media's Marvel MCU universe. So yeah, go check the lad out. Honestly, check out the other streams as well of his phase 2 and phase 1 because so good. Like I say, thank you very much for joining us. If you're not joining us now and you're watching the video later on that lot on either of our streams, again, thank you very much again for coming along, joining us, giving us any amount of time, anything like that. It's really appreciative. And again, yeah, we'll see you next week for the cumulative ending to my phase 3. Hopefully, I'll try and hold some candle up to what Nate's done here, bless him. So yeah, look forward to spilling it all for my phase 3 and that sort of thing. But yeah, so thank you very much. Nate, thank you very much for coming on and just wowing myself as well as the viewers that lot with some of the stuff you come up with. Is just absolutely amazing, my friend. That lot.
Yeah, appreciate it, and appreciate anyone that's put the time into watching all of these and sharing interest in what we're doing.
Yeah. I say we might not talk. We might talk about films, but we also love the comics as well as the games with the Church of Truth as well. And that lot. So yeah, anything Marvel wise, we're here for you, and we'd love to like just interact with people and just get it out there. So yeah, thank you very much, and we'll see you next week, same time, same space for phase 3 of mine. Thank you very much, and just goodbye.